dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. I gotta address something because somebody asked me about it. They said, hey, at the end of the show, sometimes, it flows very nicely, and I go, like and subscribe, share, blah, blah, blah. You know the shtick, and the New World Podcast is for life, brother. And sometimes it goes, and it kind of just weirdly cuts, and it's a newly added sound. Well, the software I'm using, for some reason, after I get done recording, after I get done putting it together, it cuts out the last few seconds, and I don't know why, and I apologize if that bugs you. I think I found the solution, so we shall see, but if you do hear it again, that's why. Might have to switch up the programming here, but that's it. I just want to put that out there. Also, too, everything going on with CM Punk, and apologizing for the Miz tweet, a cranky Miz tweet, he said. And he's in Saudi Arabia right now. We got Night of Champions. I get to watch that before I go to work, so I'm excited about that. But we're not talking about WWE. We're talking about the other side. Tony, Nigel, and commentary. We're talking about Collision, June 26, 2025. We started off with the snooze fest. Not the Outrunners. I love the Outrunners. But FTR. God, it's the boring, they're going to turn on you because they turned on us promo against the Outrunners, And the Outrunners like, we look to you to take us in the stratosphere, but you turned your back on us, and you flipped on a dime. So they're going to face, I believe we're going to face them at 300 in Ontario, California. Yeah, but I don't know. Heel FTR is very boring. I mean, very, very boring. And the whole, as soon as he was like, they're going to turn on you, I was like, oh, God. This shtick, come on. Yeah, I just didn't care for it. But I love the Outrunners, so hopefully we get a good tag team match next week out of these two teams. We started off with Christian and Nick versus Brian and Big Bill. This was just a really good night of wrestling, man. I really did enjoy this tag team match. I feel like the Christian and the Nick thing is getting a little bit played out. But Christian and Nick did get the win over Brian and Big Bill, and I was like, damn, Brian and Big Bill were on a roll. They faced the Hurt Syndicate for the championships, and now they're just kind of losing to Christian and Nick. And I'm like, what is the point of that? But it was a good tag team match, so I had a lot of fun with it. And there was a guy that Dax earlier hit the side of, holding his sign and says, Jim Cornette's going to hate this. He probably will. And I love me some Jim Cornette, but there is some things I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Now I just feel like we're being picky. But we got a Mercedes Moné promo here. She's going to face Mina next week. And she says, I'm going to make this a beautiful murder. And it's all because of you, Toni Storm. She had Toni Storm on the bottom of her shoes, showing the disrespect, saying, I will walk all over you all the way to All In. I cannot wait for this match. I'm very excited. And when Mercedes Moné can hit, she can hit on promos. And I like that beautiful murder line. That's an album title right there. Then we got Brody King, Templario, hope I said that right, versus Hechicero and Rocky. This was a fun tag team match, a back and forth. We got that lucha action. But Brody and Templario got the win over Hechicero and Rocky, but really great, solid tag team match. I had a lot of fun with this. Then we go to my girl, Toni. She's with Mina. And Tony's like, I can be there. I can next week and blah, blah, blah. Mina's like, no, please do not interfere in my match with Mercedes Moné, please. And Tony's like, and she's looking great. Her hair's all wet. And then she's like, and Mina just puts her fingers on her lips. She's like, no, please. And Tony's like, well, darling, save me some because I'm going to finish the job. And I was like, oof. Oh, I can't wait until that match, dude. Then we had Megan Bayne versus I'll just say Squash Gang, but Megan Bayne got the win. But we go into a TNT Championship match. Adam. Ooh, boom. It's all about the boom. All about the boom. It's all about the boom. Versus Josh Alexander. This was awesome. This was a good match. Like I said, it's just a good night of just some pure action and just some crazy what you go to AEW for. But Adam got the win over Josh, and I was kind of sad because I was like, man, we brought Josh over. You've done nothing with him. And he just loses. Loses. Of course, Archer was out there trying to help Mr. Josh, but it didn't work, you know. What was Archer? I don't know. One of the Don Callis family was there, but it was a straight up match, I believe. It was a really good match. Okay, but I was more distracted by the fact that Josh just keeps losing and losing and losing. But afterwards, Adam got to do the boom, Adam Cole, baby, you know, with the kid on the outside, and that's what memories are all made of. Oh, Archer was at the end. Sorry. Then we get Queen versus Sky Blue. This was that off with her head kick or whatever. God damn. It's so vicious, and bam! She got it on Sky Blue there, and she got the win. But, of course, here comes Julia, because Julia was outside the whole time. Then here comes Tekla, and they start attacking. And then here comes Anna, and you know, it's just like, oh, my God, get out of here. We got bats and poles and, I don't know, stuff. So get out of here. Yeah, saving Queen. Then we have Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly. The Kyle-lusion is what I saw, especially Kyle Fletcher reposting. He's like, yeah, it's my show, but the Kyles versus Kyles, and this is reported by Kyle, sponsored by Monster, and oh my gosh, man. This was my match of the night, man. I mean, these two went balls to the wall, and I really do enjoy Kyle Fletcher. And Kyle O'Reilly's my boy. Always has been my boy, man. I'm just like, bring back Red Dragon. Please. But Archer comes out, tries to foil the day, which he sort of does. And Kyle Fletcher gets the win, though, over Kyle O'Reilly. And, of course, there's some attackage afterwards, you know. And the Paragon comes out. Daniel Garcia comes out. That's how we end the show. And I was like, man, I am satisfied. My collision hit my collision, if you know what I mean. My Kyle meter hit my Kyle meter. That was a damn good main event, man. These two really brought it, and I'm just excited because next week's Dynamite 300, so a lot of stuff is on the table. But, yeah, that was a Collision. June 26, 2025, Tony and Nigel on commentary. Match of the night, Kyle versus Kyle. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of Kyle. Moment of the night, Adam Cole with that kid. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, and with Tony and Mina and Mercedes Moné. A lot of good stuff here. So I give this all a 4 out of 5. This Collision. Drop your comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share it with your grandma, share the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Your pride. Don't believe me? Well, I got 5 tools and 1 rule. That's prove them wrong.